Hello, welcome all to the stream. I'm really sorry for the wait. Just gonna let you know this is a similar situation to let me know if my mic's working, by the way. I'm still in the situation of sorting all this. This is a really weird one for me because camera's here, but my computer is there. So I'm gonna be looking to my side a lot so I can look at chat. But welcome to the chat, everyone. Oh, it's not using my Yeti. Alright, there we go. That should be better. Alright, yeah, that should be better now. Apart from that beginning bit. Alright then, here we are. No more rain. Alright, here we go. So many comments. I'm really sorry for the wait. Like, the whole setup was just being really weird last minute, and so many issues occurred. That's why there were so many delays as well. But when I thought we had beaten them all, more came. But here we go. Yes. Hoping any American viewers stay from the hurricane. Looks to be the worst one you ever heard about it. Yeah, I have heard about it. It looks crazy. What is it, Hurricane Martin or something like that? I'm really not sure what it's called, but nonetheless, yeah, it looks mental. From what I'm hearing, it's crazy. So, yeah, it's Florida, I think it's hitting. I really hope everyone's okay there. Thank you, Txiki. Yeah, we're going to talk about all that. That's big news. See, Zubimendi replied about comments to Sissy. He said, until now, I don't want to leave Real Sociedad. Hey, Glimpse, welcome to the chat. Doing women's watch a long time, so I'm curious how it goes. I was actually thinking about watching that game. I'm not doing a watch along, but just generally watching it. Probably awful, but we'll see. Interesting for the break. Yeah, why not? Content can be difficult at this time. Oh, Milton. Chelsea women on top 4-1 against Madrid, was it? Only the women UCS is the old format. It's the only one still using the format. Lasagna, my favourite tonight. Looking forward to the stream. I knew it. That was my prediction last night on your community post. A new era, Milton lol. Hull City FC were by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Maybe in another reality. I don't think right now, though. Ten Hag is staying. He's being given to the end of the season. Incredible. 3-2. It's 3-2. All right. Either way, though, guys, I'm going to try and look at the camera as much as I want, but I do like to look at the computer as well, but I'm going to try and look at the camera. Well, the room is set up. The studio, I guess, is ready. It's kind of crazy. I thought it would be a lot longer for us to get to this point. It's still very much a work in progress. Trust me. We got loads of Man City stuff in here. There's a shirt there. There's just tons, as you can see, scarf, flag, Mario Balotelli hat back there on the wardrobe. Up there, you see it on the little right robot thing. I just swallow a tablet. Unlucky glimpse. It'll be hard to look at the camera at first, but you'll get used to it. Yeah. I guess that's something I'll just come. And when I'm watching games, when I'm watching the matches, I'm gonna be looking straight ahead. That is the thing. My TV is here, computer here, and camera here. So, yeah, I'm really excited for this, and I'm really happy it's happened. And so far, I couldn't ask for a better turnout. I've got a mask now. You think I should use it? If you want to, mate. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say I don't know. It's really up to you, mate. If you feel comfortable with showing, I know it's not your whole face, but we're showing that amount of your face. Anyway, though, let's just see. No, not you. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. Why has that happened? For some reason. Oh, what a mug. Oh, lads. You're not going to believe the error I've made here. You are not going to believe the error I have made. That is the graphic for this. MCFR, you'll know what I mean. I've put it on overlay as opposed to background. Come on, mug. Let's see if this solves the issue. You're going to have to do a real quick fix. That's enough. Mug to chat. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Soon it'll be the Shady Head. Yeah, our own version of it, I suppose. Rain still? I don't think it's raining. So, the effect of this room isn't coming into effect, but now then you won't hear the dogs barking as much, I don't believe. Alright, look, I'm gonna solve this issue as I'm doing the stream. So we're gonna talk for a bit and all that. I watched the video, because I was really curious how he was going to spin it, because I knew he'd spin it. Like he was saying how this is going to have a negative impact on the league if it goes certain ways. I don't see how it can have a negative impact on the league when the Premier League was breaking their own rules. Like, the Premier League was breaking their own rules. How is that not for the betterment of the league? I'm not being silly there. How is what we've done potentially worse for the league? Don't make no sense. Ugh. Blinking at glimpse. Keep growing. You literally said on the breaking stream you'd spin it, and you were right. I had a feeling. Only 63 subs. Yeah, but blinking at. But at least you're going up, it's not the rate that you were. I'm pretty sure you would get this amount of subs in like a day before. But I guess it could be worse. I suppose I don't really know what spin to put on it. I don't know. Who's Txiki? He is the director of football, I believe, of the club. I'm sure MCFR can correct me whether I'm wrong or not. All right. Yeah, but he is City's director of football. All right, Blues. I'm gonna have to run into where the Connect gaming stuff happens. Okay, that's gonna take me about 5 seconds, so that we can then actually talk about the issues at hand. All right, I'm literally just gonna be a moment. Whoop. Oh, blinking out. All right, there we go. Believe it or not, that's the quickest way to solve the issue. You've seen the news, an unnamed club has spoke out about us building the Prem. Unnamed. Who's Txiki? Director of football. Don't criticize me, I've already got a Halloween spider in my room. Hope it's not real, but nah, I rate it. Halloween. It's not too long now. Director of football of the club. What the heck does that mean? Basically, like, has he's like the top guy, I believe, of what happens in the sporting side of the club. So any deals, he helps sign off. He's at the top of the food chain, essentially, for the footballing side of stuff. Anyway, let's crack on with this now. So there you go. Txiki set to leave the club at the end of the season. He's been at the club for a very long period. I can't quite put a year on it, but he's been at the club for a very long time, to my knowledge. I think since like 2010, I believe. I can't quite remember. But yeah, that's what's happened. He's leaving, Now then, it doesn't come as a surprise to the club, which is a good thing in a sense, because that means the club has found its replacement, which it has, and who we're going to talk about in this. I see some YouTube and TikTok influencers are staying home to record the hurricane. After the wrong ones. Is he leaving? Yes, he is leaving. He's always going to retire at 60. I found it funny how rivals tried to spin it. What's the difference if he leaves? Well, this guy's like, a new guy's doing our transfers. A new guy's going to be running the shop. And so we need a good guy to do it because Txiki was one of the best in the business. But yeah, there's the quote. Have a read of that. But yeah, Txiki's been at the club for a very long time. Think of any iconic signing of the last 15-ish years, and he has probably been the guy leading it. Sergio Aguero, De Bruyne, David Silva. Those guys have probably all had influence signing from Txiki. I can't say for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised. And definitely the most recent ones, Haaland, Mahrez, Moore, Edison, Bernardo, Walker, you name it. Over the last 10, 15 years, he has been the guy deciding and signing off these deals. Sheikh Mansour, he is our owner. Only a counter view. I'm not saying this. It's my however, but Txiki is very missing and was very hit and miss the last 12, 18 months. Last 12 months, he has signed Gundo, Savinho, Doku. Who else did we sign last summer? Nunes. I know there's more than Doku and Nunes. Vardio. Am I missing any? Well, I think Vardio's worked out. Vardio, I think, is probably the best out of that bunch. Savinho and Gundo. Well, Savinho's still been worked out. Gundo, he will become good, I feel. Become good. He's not been bad, but he will hit those numbers that he previously hit. I could say like Perone as well. Or even... No, not Perone. Perone was about 2 years ago now. Or even Etcheverry, but he hasn't played. He hasn't been at the club for a day, basically. My biggest criticism is Doku, Palmer, Nunes, and Rodri back up all last 12 months. I think Doku's someone that will hopefully work out. I've seen enough good from him, but it's not. He hasn't hit the ground running, shall we say, like Palmer has at Chelsea, for example. Palmer, I think we should have really fought harder to keep him. I wanted to keep him. I don't think any City fans wanted to lose him. I think we were all aware of his talents. I don't think anyone predicted how well he was going to do at Chelsea. How well he's gone on to do just after one season a little bit, but he has done those things. Doku, Palmer, Nunes saga was very, very bad. Nunes, that was a weird one, it was a panic signing because I don't think we would have gone in for Nunes had De Bruyne not been injured. It was a big, big panic signing. And Nunes joins the club, hasn't really offered much / anything, to be honest, but hopefully there's something in it for him. But yeah, the manner it was done really late in the window, we just kind of chucked money at it. Nunes by no means played brilliantly at Wolves in his first season, and yet we gave them all their money back for what they paid. Yeah, I hear it two different ways, that story though, Glimpse. Palmer says that like he wanted to like go on loan and then come back, and Pep was like, no, you either stay or you go. And Pep was like, Palmer said that he wants to leave, and then Pep was like, but we want you to stay so you can fight for your spot. And then he goes, no, I want to leave. And then Pep goes, fine, leave. I've heard two different ways from that. FIFA's the only one saying we should have kept them at the time. I went back to all the streams. Oh, really? I think a buyback clause was bad to not have. But at the same time, it probably would have been difficult because City were aware of Cole Palmer's talents. So were Chelsea. That's why they bought him so much, 40-ish million for a guy that hadn't played 10 games for the club. They paid a lot of money for Palmer, and he was a talented player. There was no doubt about it. Henderson is going to Sunderland on loan in January, most likely. Who, Jordan? But look, bottom line is Txiki leaving. It's a big thing for the club, but the good thing is we already have our replacement, Hugo Viana. Not gonna lie, never heard the guy's name before this morning. Hugo Viana is Sporting's director currently, and is the favourite to replace Txiki, it seems. That seems to be pretty set in stone. It's Fabrizio Romano, so there's no doubt about it, really. He's brought in some good talents to Sporting. Gyökeres, who else we got there? Diomande, Højlund, and more. Those are just some players. I don't know how long he's been there, but those three I know are doing quite well, especially Gyökeres. He's like doing something every game for Sporting, goal or an assist, maybe both if he's doing good. Diomande, I think, is a centre back, and I know he's doing pretty good as well. Look, I hope this guy can come in and do the good job. I'm not going to sit here and be like, bad appointment, good appointment. I don't know enough about the guy, to be honest, to really say. He's obviously decent if he's brought in some good names like that. And if Fabrizio's saying there's even more good names he's brought in, then go for it. He's clearly recognised from City. We've clearly been looking at this for a while now. We've known Txiki is probably going to be leaving for a while now, hence the reason why it doesn't come to a surprise for City. So, yeah, Hugo Viana's coming in. I just hope he comes in and really gets us some gems. Hugo. Unlike Arsenal fans, we ain't going to pretend like we know who he is. If Arsenal got him, they'd say best in the world. Arsenal would probably do a bit of research on him, a bit similar to how I've got those three players there, but then they don't then they just mention all sorts of statistics. I've never heard of this guy, literally heard of him this morning. But City have had a lot of time to look at this. They've known that Txiki was on the way out for a while now, so it doesn't surprise me that this is happening. And Hugo Viana, coming to the club, do a great job, please, because Txiki is difficult shoes to fill. I love Ineos. Ten Hag always finds a way to make my week. He just puts a smile on your face at the end of the day. So, what a nice guy. I'm an Arsenal fan. We're the biggest club in London because we drew 12 times, but went invisible. Yeah, Invincibles is a good achievement, but then if a team drew 38 games and got relegated, do they get a gold trophy? Just a bit weird. Blue curtains fit well. Yeah, it's completely coincidental as well. I didn't quickly go down to the local furniture curtain shop, whatever, and bring in those. this is just here, to be honest. They're blackout curtains as well. Did you see DC thing absolutely disgusting? I've seen that one screenshot you sent me, and you know when you do that, it's like how sad you have to be. To be honest, I'm not going to develop on it more, but you know, people grow at different rates, and a slow rate or sure a high rate's quicker and better, but still, no one does be just shammed for it. We also won the UCL, Arsenal on top. When did that happen? I want to get booked by him as a badge of honour. 2005 versus Barcelona. Alright then, moving on though from Hugo, we move to the current manager, Pep. Where does Pep's future lie? Now, and just more of a talking point than a big source to call to. But you know, I've always been on the side of if Txiki leaves the club, then Pep will follow suit. I suppose. And if that was the case, then that means he's leaving at the end of the season. But then there's also been reports by FPL Main Road that that he could very well be signing a 2-year deal. And if he was saying that like 2 days before Txiki was on the way out, you know, surely he'd say something different. You know, surely that wouldn't have been the information fed to him, assuming that they're reliable. So I'm hoping Pep stays. That's like the one spanner in the works, that's really thrown it in for me. If they never said anything and Txiki left, then I'd be like, okay, Pep's gone. You know, that would really be my thoughts. But I know that City are really fighting to keep him. You know, really fighting to keep Pep in the club. So, yeah, we're going to see on that regard. FPL Main Road and MCFC Tone both saying new contract. I trust them. Yeah, I really do hope they get this right. And if they don't, then they're going to get belters from City fans. Now then, will 115 play a part in this? You know, if we were to get called guilty, I don't see that being the case. You know, but bottom line is, you know about as much as me. Maybe Pep knows a little bit more. I have no idea. Do I think this could play a part in it? I mean, yeah, if we are guilty, then I don't imagine he's going to want to manage a club that's in League 2 or whatever. You know, I don't really know though if it'll play a part. You know, it really depends on Pep's viewpoint on this. You know, if we get proven guilty, is he going to be like, no, they're innocent? You know, that's how I think to it. Or is he going to be like, okay, you guys are guilty. I'm on my way out. It's a weird one for Pep. I'm curious. Moving on then to signings now. Zubimendi's in the thumbnail, so we'll start with him. Oh, that's not Zubimendi. Here we go. Zubimendi joins the list of DMs to come in, by the way. So Zubimendi is kind of the biggest name being chucked around, the one I've heard probably the most. Snubbed Liverpool, and will he come to City? I don't know. You know, he's just signed a new deal. There's probably a release clause in there, to be honest. Wouldn't surprise me. And so, yeah, we're going to see how this deal moves along. I think in January it's kind of unlikely for City to chuck tons of money at it. Will Pep get booed off the pitch on his final game because he's not a good manager? Who are you lying to? But for Zubimendi, you know, he's 25 years old, turned 25, so 26 next year. He plays for Real Sociedad, obviously. Midfielder, contract till 2027, so he's still got a decent amount of time on it. I think that's going to be, by the time January comes around, it'll be 2.5 years left, so he's still got a good amount of time. Connect Christmas, December vibes last year, yeah, they were great. Hopefully we can emanate, is that the word? Hopefully we can emanate something similar. Oh, my dog is actually trying to make an appearance. No. What you doing? Why aren't you talking about Finley Burns? If there was news to talk about, I would. How good's he doing, by the way? How good's he doing? Oh. What is the score? So yeah, 2 injuries last season. I've done a mishmash of seasons. He's played like 4 minutes so far this season. Did nothing. Oh, that's great. 2 injuries last season. Missed 7 games due to them. Not tons to say on that regard. It's a decent injury record. I've definitely seen worse than City targets. So hopefully it's because he used to play for Man City, and Man City produced bad players. What do you mean? Cole Palmer, he saved your club, lad. Imagine you lot didn't have Cole Palmer last season in the Prem. And also Phil Foden, literally Premier League player of the season. Anyway, you won yellow card this season. You would hope for no more than that, considering he's played 10 games. 50 million. He's probably going to cost us about 60 million because of the release clause. I don't know if he does still have that release clause. I think he does, but I know there is a release clause somewhere in there. I don't know if it's able to be activated, but I believe there is a release clause in there. But maybe City will be like, okay, look, your release clause activates in the summer. We'll give you, just take our 60 million now. Otherwise, we'll just come back in the summer and we'll buy him back. And you know what? We'll buy him for 60 million now, and you guys get a little bit of a selling clause if we ever sell him on. So I don't know how it'll work. My dad supports him. Tasic, I have Enzo, Cole Palmer, Romeo Lavia, and James Sancho. Damn. Sancho, hello. Enzo didn't come from Man City. Enzo Maresca, I think he means. He was Pep's assistant for a bit, or at least played a role in the coaching. Big ups to everyone tuning in. Feel free to hit the likes. That would mean a ton. Don't know what that was. Moving on though to number 2, and the one I think is the least likely here. I really think this is just a nothing story. 27 years old. If he's 27, then that kind of implies that we want this guy to be a big dog with us. Plays for Inter. Obviously, we're well known of him over the last year, basically. He's got one contract, 4.5 years remaining. So this guy's going to be difficult to talk of Inter Milan anyway. I think Inter Milan are known for being a little bit difficult on transfers as well. So this I cannot see happening. I've seen only a couple posts on this as well. I think this is really unlikely, to be honest. I don't see this happening. No, not Maresca. I said Enzo Fernandez, not Maresca. I still find it funny. Last time we lost the UCL game at home was super drunk Mick manager. Feels so weird. Mikel Arteta manages us in professional football games. Was Pep red carded or something? You won the UCL because of Cole Palmer 10 June UCL final. I don't think those are quite his numbers. Yeah, I don't think this deal's happening. If it was to happen, it's going to be a fee of plus 100 million because it's happening in January as well. Yeah, this is definitely not a deal that is happening on any earth, to be honest with you. And moving on to our final player, Samuel Riki. I'm not sure what his name is. I think it is that. I'm not 100% sure. Place for Torino, probably the most likely because he's probably going to be the cheapest. I think he's kind of key to the Torino team, but I mean, I think City could probably talk him down and get him off him. I don't think personal terms would be a problem on this either. I think this would be a pretty easy deal for us to do. Maybe Torino show a bit of difficulty because it's January window and signing a replacement and all that. Really depends on how early we do all this business. A contract till 2026, so not the longest contract ever. Injuries last season, he picked up 2. Point to note on Barella, by the way, he has picked up an injury this season and will return in October. I remember you said Palmer's the best player you've ever seen play for Man City. I've never said that. Dean Smith, welcome to the chat. Can I please wear your Man City shirt, please? No. Can you please wear your Man City shirt, please? Not right now. I'm currently wearing this shirt, I'm afraid. Oh, my lord. Can you wear it backwards? No, I'm not wearing my shirt backwards. Dean Smith, the former Villa manager, welcome to the chat, mate. Yeah, he's had a couple of appearances there. Yeah, there's no way I said Cole Palmer's the best player I've ever seen from Man City. Not in a world where KDB is an average starter in our team. And Haaland. No chance. But Riki, I'm not gonna lie, I've heard of this guy before, maybe seen 1 or 2 clips, but nothing more. I have no idea how good he really is. I think he's a decent midfielder. Yo, Frosty, welcome to the chat. I think he's a decent midfielder. Samuel Riki, not really sure on everything about him, but I know he plays in that role, and I know apparently City have kept an eye on him for a while. I'm not wearing my shirt. I'm not wearing my Man City shirt, I'm afraid, Dean Smith. So maybe next stream, lad. Unlucky. W Room, go on, wear that City shirt. Nah, I'm not wearing it right now. The closest, hey, if you want to see a City shirt, then that's probably the best one I've got available right now. I can't do any better than that, and there's no way I'm just getting out to go get a City shirt. Although all my football shirts are in that drawer over there, you see them. Yo, this is City. I'm so sad that Frost is in this chat. Wear your Man City shirt. Watch along, then Dean Smith will be happy. Or my uncle has the exact same signed frame. Well, yeah, my dad gave me this. I don't know when he got it or how he got it, but he has it. It's pretty cool, so why not? But yeah, Torino's Riki. I don't really know how good this fella is. Still working on the camera for this. Not really sure how I want it. It was on top of my TV at one point, but that felt like really high up, like too high up. Oh, okay, that was too big of a drop. You can already tell this is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, expect to see a lot of camera tweaking over the next few days, by the way. Frost CDM. I don't know why they're barking. That's the one dog you're going to be hearing barking, by the way. Not forever, though, because the people that own that dog are moving out soon as well. I'm not moving out. But probably one last time, apologies for my dogs. Sit, dog, sit. But you'll never have to hear the rain again, at least. Unless it's awful rain. It has to be the worst of rains. Yeah, it's a different dog from the other two. Dog's name? Daisy. Not Aguero. not another City player. Not my dog, though. So, yeah, their name's Daisy. Daisy! No, not interested. Looks good. Fine, looks fine. Man City 1-0. Hull City 1-0. Man City on my mind. That concludes all the news I've got for you. Oh yeah, I forgot the other one's called Aguero. I totally forgot. Yeah. Anyway, there. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the support. You lost the quadruple at Man City. If you count the FA Community Shield as a trophy, then yeah. But in actual fact, we lost the quadruple at the MKM. Anyway, fellas, thank you for tuning in. Live streaming and all that should resume back to normal now. There's going to be a lot of tweaking on the cameras and all that for the next 3 days. Suspect you will probably see camera changes, room changes as well. There's still lots of work to be done. The room over there has getting a lot of work done on it. Not like painting or anything like that, but just stuff being moved around. Oh, I thought you said Man City. My bad. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. You guys are great. Make sure to go tune into MCFR's Women's Watch Along later. I'm going to try and tune into that, try to see if I remember. My memory is not the greatest, though, when it comes to live streams. But, yeah, I'm going to try my best to be there for at least a good minute or two. Big ups to you all. And, yeah, hopefully you can enjoy streams in here. And have good dreams, too. Why not? See you later.